All right, what's up, man? What's up, guys? This is Terrence, and I'm back on here again, just chilling. And what I wanted to say today was actually today I wanted to have just a little fun, just a little bit, and go back to what I usually talk about people who have illnesses. Like me personally, I have epilepsy and I have seizures sometimes. And like I said before, um, they've gotten a lot better. But today I just wanted to tell like a funny story about where I had a seizure at. I mean, no seizure is funny. It's not fun. They dangerous. They deadly. You can get seriously hurt. And well, this tonight I just wanted this to be a little silly and tell a funny story. But anyway, all right. I was I was at a was it I think it was a Giant. I was at Giant and I was doing shopping, getting some food, and I was with my mom. And what happened was we was shopping, and me and my mother was joking around in the store, and we was just being silly and you know being a gentleman. You carry all the heavy stuff, and when people who have epilepsy, they just act like normal people up until the moment when they're about to get sick. That's when all you know what breaks loose. So we went shopping, we was talking, we was joking, and I was being silly old me, acting stupid. And me, if you know my real side, I'm just a goofball, and I act like a fool. Not no mean person, because I'm not a mean person at all. I just like to be silly, especially when I'm with my mom. I don't get to hang out with my mother too often. So we was out, and she was pushing the cart. I was in front of the cart. I'm dancing and I'm acting stupid. People looking at me like, "What's wrong with him? Something wrong with that? What? Why is he dancing in front of that lady like that?" And they don't know that that's my mother, so I'm gonna act like a fool anyway. So anyway, she telling me, "Boy, go get the milk over there. Stop acting stupid. Why you always acting so daggone silly?" And I'm just acting stupid. And so we shopping and we going down the aisles, and I'm picking up all the stuff that she need, because I know my mom. So, and I know what she came here to get. So I was getting the milk, I was getting the cereal for my nieces. And when you have seizures, you got that moment always in the back of your mind, like all the time. Like you just hope you don't get sick, because that means if you get sick, and especially if you go unconscious, you don't know what happens after that moment. Everybody else do, but you don't, because you're unconscious, and you don't know what's going to happen. And so you always have that moment in the back of your head, like, man, I just hope I don't get sick, man. I'm having a good time, man. Everywhere you go at, you got that moment, man, in the back of your head. You just, man, getting sick and having a seizure, man. It sucks, man, because you don't know what's going to happen to you up until that moment. So, and my seizures, they're pretty well under control, and I take that medicine like I'm supposed to. But when when you've had them over a few years, you just don't know. And like I said, they got pretty well under control, but you still got that thought, man. You just, man, please don't get sick, man. Let's just have a good time with my mom and stuff like that. And I'm just chilling, and we having a good old time. And we was we was in the aisles, and I'm acting stupid, and I'm just laughing. We talking about old times, and she calling me a retard all of that. Boy, stop acting retarded, boy. Why you always acting so daggone silly? Just get the daggone food so we can go home. And I'm like, man, all right, let's go. All right. So we in the line and we pushing the cart. Now we got our front, and I usually always get in the front of the cart so I can pick up all the stuff. And she just sit in the back, and most of the time she yelling at me the whole time because I'm always acting silly. And then, especially when we go to the grocery store together, and she like taking me because she know I act silly, and plus I carry all the daggone food. Then she ain't got to do nothing because that's my mother. I ain't gonna let her do no work. And then we get in the line, right? And then people, they looking at me like, what's wrong with that boy? Why is he always loud and he act all funny? What's wrong with him? Why is he like yelling at that lady like that? Like, who is that lady? Well, what they don't know is that's my mother. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna act like I ain't got no daggone sense. And anyway, see, I don't live with my mother. I live by myself. And so the lady bag up all the bags, all the groceries and stuff like that. And as soon as we start pushing the cart with the bags in it outside, as soon as we got to the daggone end of the sidewalk, I had that feeling like I'm about to get sick, man. And I said, Ma. She goes, what? I said, Ma, I feel like I'm going to get sick. She goes, oh my goodness. She goes, oh my gosh. She said, for real? I said, yeah. And as soon as I said that, I went unconscious. And then I fell right in the street, face first. And I didn't hurt myself, but I hit my head like straight right there. And all I remember was that moment. And then as soon as I came back to myself, it was like 9 ambulance people. It was like 10 people from the grocery store out there. And I'm punching and like getting away from me. They get away from me. What are y'all doing around me? And I'm yelling, and they like, Mr. Hall, calm down. You had a seizure. And my mother, she over there, she in tears, and the police over there like calming her down. And she's like, oh my God. She goes, Terrence, you alright? And I'm like, wow, all these people around. Because if anybody know, after you have a seizure and you come back to yourself, you're not all the way there yet. Because it takes some people, depending on how bad the seizure is, it takes some time to get to yourself. So they already had me on the stretcher already. And then my mother told him, make sure you strap him down, because as soon as he come back to himself, he gonna try to run away or something like that. They had me strapped down, and the first thing I tried to do was get up and run. But they had me tied down, and the police had me handcuffed to the daggone to the cart thing, man. And the first thing I tried to do was just get up, and I just tried to run like I had no idea I had got sick. And they was like, Terrence, calm down. And then, if any of y'all guys that ever get into a car accident or got sick or had the ambulance come to your house, them guys, they like, you know, they got arms like, you know what I'm saying? They some big dudes, some of them, well, most of them, and then some of them ugly. They just ugly as I don't know what. So I'm looking at them like why are all these ugly people like looking at me like this? Like they're like, Mr. Hall, calm down, calm down. And I'm like, then all of a sudden they grabbed my arm and stuck that daggone needle in my arm. The first thing I tried to do was like, and I'm like, man. And then I finally came back to my senses. And so I'm in the ambulance, man. I'm mad. And the first thing I'm thinking, like, Like, where my mother at? Where my mother at? The first thing I started doing, I started crying for my mother. Like I'm 5 years old. Like, where my mother at? Where my mother at? And then I started crying because I still wasn't all the way there. But in my brain, I thought I was there, but I wasn't all the way there yet. Because I had just had a big old seizure. And I didn't realize how big it was, but it was pretty bad. And then I got to the daggone hospital and stuff like that. My whole entire family was there. And I'm figuring, I'm like, man, how y'all get here that fast, man? And before I know it, it was like 8 hours had gone by. And in my head, I thought it was just two. So I'm just like, what happened? What happened? And all I hear was, in the ambulance, all I hear was like, ooh, ooh. That's all I heard the whole time. They stuck that needle in my arm, and I'm trying to escape because I thought these people was going to kill me. And I'm like, man, what's wrong with y'all, man? What I do? You know, you being like African American, you think something had happened, Especially nowadays since they did that to that dude. The police killed that dude. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, y'all better not kill me because I ain't do nothing wrong. Man, all I knew was these people were trying to hurt me and all this stuff. But as soon as I came back to my senses, I knew I had got sick and stuff like that. I got to to the hospital, and man, it was like a nightmare that day, man. Oh my goodness, it was all them people around me looking at me like I was an alien. I know I'm ugly and everything, but god dang, man, they was looking at me like I was crazy. I mean, I ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do I look crazy to y'all? Cause I ain't crazy. I might be a little sick sometime, but it got a whole lot better from way back then because back in the day when I first got sick, man, it was bad. I had how I got sick. I think I told you guys in the video before. I came down with meningitis, and it put me in a coma for like over a month, and I almost died because of that. And the damage that it did to my brain caused me to start having seizures. The meningitis went away, but not them daggone seizures, man. It messed me up, man. So, if any of you guys ever get sick or think y'all He-Man and stuff like that, because that's what I thought, man. I thought I ain't never gonna get sick, man. Can't nothing bother me. I'm the man, you know what I'm saying? Shit. But anyway, man, y'all just better respect, especially that coronavirus, man. It's hurting people, man. People dying from that stuff, man. It's ruining a whole bunch of people's lives around here, man. Man, y'all just better respect y'all life because y'all just never know, man. Shucks. But anyway, that's my story for today right now. But anyway, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out, man.